opponent we have Dawn of War. So for the internal war we have the retrieval mission, sorry, and for Maelstrom War we have cleanse and capture. So the objectives are set up like this: number 6, number 3, then number 2, number 4, 5, and now objective number 4, objective number 2, and objective number 1 and 3 are worth 3 victory points by the end of the game. So that's the mission.
So I have a battalion detachment of Chaos Demons. So for HQ I have the Great Unclean one in the middle. He has for his spells Fleshy Abundance and Virulent Blessing. And I've got a Herald of Nurgle, this chap here. He's also got Fleshy Abundance. For troops I've got 2 units of 20 Plague Bearers. Both units have a demonic icon. And then I've got a tiny unit of Nurglings, 3 bases. Then I've got, in the same detachment, 2 units of Plague Drones. Nothing special about those, no upgrades. For the patrol detachment of Death Guard, I've got a Demon Prince of Nurgle. He has the Talons, he's got Miasma of Pestilence, and he's got the Suppurating Plate and Wings. I've got 2 units of Chaos Cultists. They've got auto guns, but otherwise totally normal. I've got a Fetid Bloat Drone with the 2 Plague Splitters, and a Chaos Predator with all the las cannons.
On my side I have a patrol detachment. Leading force I have in yellow the Stormcaller. I have a Land Rider with multi-melted twin las cannons and heavy bolter. 5 Wolfguard Terminator Squad. 2 with Storm Shield and Lightning Claw, Storm Shield and Thunderhammer, and 3 with dual Wolfclaw. The Sergeant has Thunderhammer Storm Shield. Then I have a 9-man squad of Grey Hunters. Inside the squad we have a Plasma, Wolf Battle Leader, and Wolfguard Battle Leader with a power axe. Then we have a Rhino with 1 bolter, Razorback with twin blast cannon, 1 more 9-man squad of Grey Hunters with Melta, Wolfguard leader and Grey Hunter leader, and Wolfguard battle leader with power sword. We have a drop pod with the bolters, and we have a 5-man squad of Wolfguards with combi Meltas. The models are equipped with combi flamers, but we will use it as combi Meltas in this game. So that's my 1560 points of Space Wolf. Both sides are deployed. As you can see, the Nurgle deployed their army like that. The Plague Drones and Demon Prince are in that corner. Flag Bearers with the Herald are inside the terrain. The Great Unclean one with the Predator are just right in the middle of the table, and the other squad of Plague Bearers alongside Cultists are there. At the same time, the Space Wolves just deployed everything close together, with the Line Rider being in the middle alongside the Razorback and having a good line of sight on the entire Nurgle army. The Plasma Squad are outside the transports and holding the line, while the Melta Squad are inside the Rhino and on the top of the hill. So the backstory of the game is the demonic incursion occurred on the planet, and for some reason the Dark Ravens were sent to this planet to try to purge the demons. Who knows? But the Inquisitor wants the Great Unclean One to be dead and have a sample of his DNA, and maybe the Inquisitor is thinking of something nasty for himself. As it currently stands, the Space Wolf have the first turn, but the Nurgle will try to seize it. No, opposite of that. For my first turn, I get defend objective 2, secure objective 1, and secure objective 4. 4 is here. I have to defend this one. I have to secure that one. So basically, Space Wolf got 3 points turn 1. On the Space Wolf side, those guys moved up 6 inches, and Yell moved 6 inches, and then he casted Stormcaller. everything else stays stationary. So between their shooting, I only managed to kill 2 of the Nurglings, and then all of the last cannon shots rolled 1s and 2s at the Great and Clean one, and 2 wounds were made, and he made saves. So and I just secure where is it? Secure objective number 4. I get that one. And I have to defend this one, and I have still to get that one. So the Nurgle turn 1. On the Nurgle side, he got Became Hunter, secure defend objective number 1, ironically enough, and Disgusting Devotion, which he needs to make 7 disgustingly resilient saves on his own turn, and then he'll get 1 point.
In the turn.
In the turn.
Turn round.
Yeah. So that's achievable. So on the Nurgle side, everything moved up forward. These guys I know moved up 14, the Great and Clean one moved 9, the rest of the guys just consolidated, ran, whatever. The Herald moved up only 2. Had 2 for his consolidation. These guys moved up maximum and then consolidated 5 more. The Ball Predator stayed stationary, and these guys moved up forward. So it'll be Psychic Phase for Nurgle, and then we'll hope for some shooting and maybe chops. So on the Nurgle turn, nothing. Oh no, the Great and Clean one casted.
Nice to see you, dude.
What did you cast on the Plague Bearers?
Virulent Blessing.
Okay, which gave them +1 to wound in combat phase.
Yes.
And then he tried to smite the Rhino, the Razorback, sorry, and in the out denied that. And then only these cultists shot these units of Grey Hunters, made 2 wounds, I made my 2+ armor saves. And that will be Spaceful's turn 2.
10 wounds.
And the Predator shot his last cannons and did 5 wounds on the Rhino. My turn, I got Overwhelming Firepower. And this one, Nurgling, is a very juicy target now. So it'll be Spaceful's turn 2. So my movement and Psychic Phase, I failed to cast the Storm Psychic Power that gives me cover. This side stayed stationary, the Land Rider and Yal moved this side to have a better shooting line of sight on those guys. The drop pod dropped on my lines to shoot the drones, while I have a debate should I drop and shoot the Predator or not. And the Meta Squad disembarked from the Rhino on top of the bunker. So we'll be shooting for Spaceful's turn 2. And Yal casted Smite on the Nurglings and killed them off. Okay, so shooting went underwhelming. Basically, I killed 2 Plague drones, are they called?
Yeah, 3. You killed the whole lot.
I killed 2, but 1 was left with 1 wound, and then I shot every last cannon, every multi-melta, and didn't kill him, so I didn't get Overwhelming Firepower. But he failed his morale test and he died. And then the shooting from Heavy Bolter from the Land Rider killed off 1 Plague Bearer, and this unit killed off also 1 Plague Bearer there, and he failed to bring them back. So that was the shooting. I also got defend objective number 2, which is here, and I still keeping my secure objective number 1 and Overwhelming Firepower. So it'll be Nurgle turn 2, and we'll see what cards does he pick up. Nurgle turn, he once again moved up everything. The Demon Prince and those Plague Drones are ready to charge. These guys moved up, and the Old and Clean one casted.
He did.
Patrician Vitality.
No, it was Virulent Blessing
Very blessing with these guys.
on this unit.
Yes.
And it did go off.
Yes.
Yes.
Then he tried to cast Smite on the Land Raider. I dispelled it with an yell. The Herald casted Smite on the Dropot, made 3 wounds, and the Demon Prince failed to cast his Miasma Pestilence. So now we'll be shooting phase for the Nurgle army, and they're getting closer and closer to the Space Wolves, and I think I already know the outcome of the game. The Bull Predator shot at the Rhino, killed it. I rolled a 6 on explosion, then decided to use my last command point to reload, and I rolled a 5, so now it's not on the table, but we decided to leave it for the narrative purposes. So yeah. So on the shooting, the Blood Drone killed off 3 guys. The Cultist shot here made 2 wounds, and I rolled 2-1, so 2 guys died. And that was it. Yeah. So now I need to pass a leadership here, and I will do that off camera. So in combat, the Demon Prince finished off the Wolf Guards. I only had the Sergeant left, and he failed his leadership test. So now the Demon Prince is open to fire. The Plague Bearers assaulted the Dropot and caused 5 wounds.
3 mortal wounds.
3 mortal wounds. Yeah, so 4 wounds. Yeah, so 4 wounds, and the Dropot is on 3 wounds left. And then the Nurgles, they got Big Game Hunter and defend objective number 1. And he's dropping the
Devotions thing.
yeah, devotions. So it'll be my turn for 4. Turn 4.
I think so.
Yeah. So we'll see you then. On my turn, the Terminus disembarked from the Land Rider and are looking at the Demon Prince to take him down. And Yao moved here and just failed to do anything with his psychic powers. The guys with the Melta Squad from the top of the bunker moved down to also target the Demon Prince. Razorback and Land Rider stay stationary, and these guys moved a little back on the objective again. So now we'll be only shooting. So in my shooting, these guys shot at the Demon Prince and did 3 wounds, so he has 5 wounds left. This unit shot at Black Bearers, killed off 2 guys, none revived. Razorback whiffed, and the Land Raider, the Multi-Melta, did 5 wounds on the Great Unclean one, and Last Cannon did 3 wounds, and David saved everyone. Okay, so now will be charges, and the only charges I have is going to be these guys charging at the Demon Prince, and the Terminator's charging at him as well. Alright, then I will roll and then we'll see what happens. On this combat I caused 3 more wounds with the Terminators, and I lost 1 wound because of what does the roll cost?
The Suppurating Plate, he lost 3 wounds.
Yeah, the Supreme Plate cost me 3 wounds, so 1 Terminator with the Lightning Wolf class died, and the second one has 1 wound, and then the Demon Prince killed off 2 more of the Grey Hunter squad, so the Death Guard, Nurgle, turn 4. I also secure objective number 2, and I'm going to discard secure objective number 1 because it's right underneath these guys. We'll just say it underneath him. On the Nurgle turn, he got behind enemy lines, Master of the War, and hold the line. And as you can see, David is already pulling his cultist back on his side to get 3 units on his deployment zone. On the psychic phase, the Demon Prince got healed back 3 wounds back, thanks to Herald. And this guy gave them +1 to wound on the combat, and that was it for the psychic phase. Everything else either didn't go off or was denied. So we shooting and then assaults. On the shooting, the flag Cloud Drone did 1 wound on the Land Raider, and the Predator did 5 wounds. So he has 9 wounds left, and these guys shot at the drop pod, made 1 wound, and I made myself. So now assault. So what are you going to assault?
I'll assault the drones into.
Okay, drones in my warlord. So it will be a Overwatch. What's next?
Shall I just no Overwatch?
I have Overwatch. Just see what.
This squad will charge there,
Black Bears here.
and the Red Unclean one will take on the Razorback.
Okay, so I will do my Overwatch and then come back. So the big flies charged into Enyal, now he'll be holding them back. The Black Bear charged the Grey Hunter squad with no Overwatch basically, and now the 7, so he's also in charging the Razorback. Yeah, now the plague is spreading through the Spaceforce lines, and yeah, we'll see what happens next. Thus far, these guys made 4 wounds to Enyal. I wrote 2 once on the armor saves, so he has 2 wounds left. Here the Plague Bearers killed off 3 with mortal wounds straight up, and I made 7 normal armor saves. The stinker was this combat. Demon Prince killed 1 Terminator, and I made 0 wounds back. And Yao suffered 2 wounds, I made 0 wounds back. Razorback has 3 wounds left, I have made 0 wounds back. And here, what do you think? He made all of his disgusting resilience against the Power Axe. When I got these 2 objectives, it will be impossible to score whatsoever. On the end of the Nurgle phase, he got every single these 3 objectives. Hold the line, Master of the World, behind the enemy lines. So when Yao tried to cast Smite on these guys, throw double ones, and suffered 2 mortal wounds, killed himself, and by exploding he damaged the Land Raider 1 wound and caused 1 wound, 1 wound on these guys because they saved 1 other wound. So on the shooting, the Land Raider shot the Great and Queen one, caused 4 wounds, and now in the combat my Terminators finally brought down the Demon Prince and gave me also Slay the Warlord. Basically, I gave David the Slay the Warlord as a present and earned my Slay the Warlord. In this combat, I killed 3 Plague Bearers and he just annihilated the rest of my 4 Grey Hunter squads. While the Terminators consolidated into the Plague Drones. You know we did wrong, I still have 5 Grey Hunter squad guys alive in this squad. My turn I didn't score any objective and dropping objective, defend objective number 1. On that guard turn, he moved up these guys forward, he moved that guys forward, because you have an objective that's, you have to score 3, exactly 3, not more than, no less. The block drone consolidated a little bit here, not consolidated but advanced. And this guy also advanced, and they sat back on the objective behind it. So we second phase and then shooting for that guard turn 5. This guy tried to cast a psycho power that brings him back wounds. He rolled double 1, parried, lost 2 wounds, saved 1, and then the Herald actually managed to successfully bring back 1 wound, so he has 2 wounds. So in this combat I killed 1 guy, he killed 3 guys, and then he passed his eye contest and brought back 5 guys from the dead. Yeah, that's looking grim there. Here the Terminator killed 1 drone. Yeah, thank God for that. And now someone roll a dice if the game continues or not.
Okay, I really want it to end, obviously.
Yeah, me too.
We could just, it does end.
Yeah.
Alright.
Okay, good game.
Very good.
Yeah,
Thanks a lot.
Yeah, thanks a lot, man. After Coco Atlantic, David has 19 and I have 8.
Did you count this one though? You could have got 3 points there.
Yeah, I have 4 on Maelstrom, First Blood, Slay the Warlord, and then 3.
Okay.
So it's,
I got 8 on Maelstrom. Slay the Warlord, Linebreaker, and then 9 for the Eternal War mission.
Yep. So okay guys, thank you for watching. It was a total devastation, and as always fun playing with David in Finland.